Have you ever stepped out of the shower, brushed your teeth, and thought, "I'm all set for the day," only to find yourself battling strange odors, skin irritation, or fatigue you can't explain? Here's the quiet truth. Most of us, especially after 60, are skipping over small parts of our body during daily hygiene. And it's taking a bigger toll on our health than we realize. Dr. Laura Myers, a geriatric wellness expert with over 3 decades of experience, says it best: it's not about how often you clean, it's about what you're forgetting to clean. And the numbers? They're shocking. More than 8 in 10 Americans are missing one of these 5 body parts entirely or cleaning it the wrong way. That leads to infections, inflammation, even long-term risks to your heart and immune system. But today we're changing that. In this video, I'm revealing 5 often overlooked body parts that you must clean every day to protect your health, stay fresh, and feel more energized, even years younger. And here's the key. The final body part on this list might just surprise you the most, and learning how to care for it could change the way you age. So stay with me until the very end. And if you care about feeling strong, independent, and vibrant in your golden years, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and tap the like to support more helpful videos like this. And hey, if you're curious to know which area you're probably missing, comment the number 1 below to let us know you're with us. Let's dive in. Part 1. The tongue, your mouth's hidden germ magnet. Let me ask you something simple. When was the last time you actually cleaned your tongue, not brushed your teeth, not swished some minty mouthwash? I mean, really cleaned your tongue. If you're like most people, especially over 60, the answer is probably never. But here's the surprising truth. Your tongue isn't just a soft pink surface. It's a sponge, a germ magnet. It holds millions of bacteria, food particles, and dead cells deep inside its little grooves and ridges. And when that buildup sits there day after day, it does more than just give you bad breath. It starts to quietly affect your entire health. You might think my mouth feels clean enough, but if you wake up with a bad taste in your mouth, if you're chewing food that just doesn't taste like it used to, if you've had more cavities than usual or struggle with bleeding gums, your tongue may be the real problem. What really happens when you ignore your tongue? See, 80% of all bad breath cases don't come from the teeth, they come from the tongue. And that white or yellowish film you sometimes see, that's not harmless. That's a mixture of bacteria, decay, and toxins just sitting there. And it's not just about your mouth. Research shows that bacteria from the tongue can actually enter the bloodstream, especially through inflamed gums or small mouth cuts. Over time, that can contribute to inflammation throughout the body and even increase your risk of heart disease and stroke. For older adults, it gets more serious. As we age, our immune systems naturally slow down. A coated tongue becomes a breeding ground for oral thrush, a fungal infection common in seniors. It causes soreness, white patches, and even makes eating uncomfortable. And then there's taste. You may have noticed food doesn't taste as rich or full as it once did. That's not just age. That's often your tongue covered in buildup, blocking your taste buds from doing their job. How to fix it? A daily ritual that changes everything. The good news is this is a simple fix. It takes less than 2 minutes a day. All you need is a tongue scraper. You can find them at any drugstore or order one online. Don't have one? Use a soft bristled toothbrush for now. Here's how to do it. After brushing your teeth, stick out your tongue and gently place the scraper toward the back. With light pressure, pull forward. Rinse. Repeat 3 to 4 times. Don't press hard, it's not a scrubbing contest. Then rinse your mouth with alcohol-free mouthwash or warm water. Do it twice a day, morning and night. And if you have a sensitive gag reflex, start slow. Begin from the middle of your tongue and gradually go farther back as you get used to it. And don't forget, like your toothbrush, your scraper needs replacing every 2 to 3 months. These tools collect bacteria too. Real story, how one simple habit changed Nancy's life. Let me tell you about Nancy. She's 68, lives in Arizona, and she used to brush floss and use mouthwash like clockwork. But she couldn't shake her bad breath or the feeling that food just didn't taste right anymore. She tried changing toothpaste, switched mouthwashes, drank more water. Nothing helped. At her routine dental visit, her hygienist asked, "Do you clean your tongue?" Nancy said, "My what?" That night she bought a tongue scraper. Within just 1 week, her husband noticed her breath was fresher. 2 weeks in, she realized she wasn't waking up with that metallic taste in her mouth anymore. Even her dentist noticed fewer signs of plaque and gum irritation at her next visit. But here's what really amazed her. She said, "I didn't realize how much I had stopped enjoying food until I could finally taste it again." Now she keeps her scraper next to her toothbrush and says it's the best 2 minutes she spends every day. Your turn to try it. So now it's your turn. If you've never cleaned your tongue before, give it 1 week, just one. Do it gently, consistently, and notice how you feel. Does your breath improve? Do meals taste better? Do you feel just a little fresher each day? Comment the number 1 below if this is something you've never done before, but you're willing to try. We'd love to hear about your experience. And if you're finding this helpful, hit the subscribe button to get more practical, age-smart health tips. Because we're just getting started, and the next body part we'll talk about might be the most neglected one of all. Stick with us. Part 2, the feet, foundation of your independence. Let's take a moment and think about something most of us never really talk about: your feet. They've carried you for decades. Through jobs, raising children, adventures, daily errands, hospital visits, weddings, and losses. They've walked miles quietly, faithfully, without ever asking for much in return. But now, after 65 or 70 years of loyal service, they're asking for one thing: care. Here's what most people don't realize. As we age, our mobility is everything, and the health of our feet is the foundation of that mobility. The sad truth. Most people, even the cleanest among us, don't clean their feet properly. We let the water run over them in the shower, maybe swipe a washcloth around and call it a day. But that's not enough, and the consequences show up in ways we don't expect. What happens when we neglect our feet? When your feet aren't cleaned or cared for properly, small problems start to creep in. Fungal infections between the toes, thick discolored toenails, cracked heels that sting when you walk, dry skin that flakes and bleeds, loss of balance, yes, even from simple foot discomfort, cold or numb feet from reduced circulation. If you have diabetes or circulatory issues, these little things can quickly become big risks. Cuts or sores that go unnoticed can turn into serious infections. And when feet hurt, we naturally move less, and that leads to a faster physical decline overall. But here's the good news: it's completely preventable, and the care your feet need only takes a few minutes each day. Daily care that makes all the difference. Here's a simple routine that can protect your feet and your independence. 1. Wash thoroughly every day. Use warm, not hot water and gentle soap. Make sure to clean between each toe. Don't just rely on the water from your shower. Think of it like washing behind your ears. The hidden places matter most. 2. Dry completely. Moisture, especially between the toes, is the perfect breeding ground for fungus. After your wash, use a clean towel and gently pat dry every single toe gap. 3. Moisturize carefully. Apply a small amount of lotion to the heels and soles where skin tends to crack. Avoid putting lotion between your toes as it can trap moisture and lead to infection. 4. Trim toenails properly. Cut them straight across, not curved. This helps prevent painful ingrown nails. If your nails are thick or hard, soak your feet in warm water for 10 minutes to soften them first. 5. Massage and elevate. Massaging your feet, even for just 2 minutes, boosts blood flow and eases swelling. And when you're sitting, try raising your feet on a pillow, especially in the evening. This helps reduce pressure and support circulation. 6. Check daily. Look for new cuts, blisters, swelling, or color changes. These could be signs of circulation issues or even early diabetes complications. The sooner you catch it, the better the outcome. A real story, how one man regained his balance. Let me introduce you to James, 73, a retired teacher from Ohio. He told us he'd always been active, loved gardening and morning walks. But one summer he started noticing something odd. I was tripping more, he said. My feet felt heavy and my balance was off. I didn't feel like myself. At first he thought it was just aging, but after a minor fall in the grocery store, he finally spoke to his doctor. Turns out James had a fungal infection between his toes and cracked heels that were making it painful to stand. His feet were inflamed, and the discomfort was affecting how he walked, throwing off his entire balance. The solution wasn't medication or physical therapy. It was daily foot care. James started washing his feet properly, drying them carefully, applying lotion, and trimming his nails. He even added a little massage in the morning before putting on his socks. 2 weeks later, he noticed a difference. A month in, I felt more sure-footed. I wasn't wobbling anymore, he said. Now I can walk my dog again without holding onto a wall. Sometimes the biggest changes start with the smallest habits. A gentle reminder. Your feet connect you to the world. They carry your weight, your history, your story. So today, give them 5 minutes of care. Because the better you treat your feet, the longer they'll carry you through life, steadily, confidently, and pain-free. If this reminder spoke to you, comment the number 1 below. Let us know you're still walking strong or that you're ready to start. And don't forget to subscribe for more gentle, practical tips to help you stay healthy and independent every single day. The next body part we'll cover is even more surprising, and it plays a powerful role in your immune system. Stick around. You won't want to miss it. Part 3, the armpits, your body's detox zone. Here's something you may have never heard before. Your armpits are one of the most powerful detox zones in your entire body. Yes, really. We often think of them as just the place where we sweat or where we swipe on deodorant. But the truth is, your underarms are doing much more than that. They're helping filter out toxins every single day. Just beneath the surface of your skin are lymph nodes, part of your immune system, working quietly to move waste and harmful substances out of your body. That's right, your armpits are not just about odor control. They're part of your body's natural defense system. But as we age, this area becomes more sensitive. The skin gets thinner. Our immune response slows. And yet most of us still lather on products filled with aluminum and harsh chemicals, while barely cleaning the area properly. The hidden risks of ignoring your underarms. If you're like most people, your daily routine looks something like this. A quick swipe in the shower, a spritz of deodorant, done. But when sweat bacteria and leftover product build up under your arms, they clog pores, irritate skin, and overload your lymphatic system. That can lead to redness or rashes, painful lumps under the skin, lingering body odor even after a shower, fungal or bacterial infections, and most importantly, weakened detox pathways for your body. Many deodorants also contain aluminum, which blocks sweat glands and disrupts how your body releases toxins. For seniors, that's a big concern. When your system is already working a little slower, the last thing you want is to jam up your natural drainage system. You may even notice your immune system feels sluggish, more frequent colds, a constant low-grade fatigue. Yes, it could be connected to something as simple as poor underarm hygiene. How to care for your armpits the right way. Let's bring this sensitive, powerful area back into balance. It only takes a few minutes a day. 1. Wash daily with intention. Don't just rinse, cleanse with care. Use warm water and a gentle soap and make small circular motions to reach all areas. Think up, down, side to side, not just one quick swipe. 2. Let the skin breathe. After drying, wait a few minutes before applying deodorant. This gives your skin time to reset and reduces the risk of irritation. 3. Switch to aluminum-free deodorant. Many people find relief just by making this one change. Look for products with baking soda coconut oil or witch hazel. They neutralize odor without blocking your pores. 4. Detox once a week. Yes, even your armpits need a little detox now and then. Mix a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, and a splash of water. Apply gently under your arms, leave for 5 to 10 minutes, then rinse. This pulls out toxins, exfoliates skin, and clears buildup. 5. Check your skin regularly. Once a week, take a moment to check for swelling, unusual lumps, or persistent redness. It only takes seconds, and catching issues early can prevent serious complications. Real story, how underarm care changed Linda's life. Linda, a 66-year-old from Michigan, always thought her underarm rashes were just part of getting older. They were itchy red and sometimes even stung when I applied deodorant, she shared. She tried switching brands, applying more lotion, even skipping deodorant altogether, but nothing worked. One day, her daughter suggested trying a natural deodorant and adding a weekly underarm cleanse to her routine. Skeptical but willing, Linda made the change. She started washing more thoroughly in the shower. She waited 5 minutes before applying deodorant. She made a simple baking soda and vinegar paste once a week, and within 2 weeks, she noticed something surprising. The rashes disappeared. Her skin felt softer. She didn't need to reapply deodorant in the afternoon. And the tenderness that had once made it painful to even raise her arms, gone. Now, Linda says, I never thought my underarms could affect how energetic I feel. But since I made this part of my daily care, I feel lighter, fresher, and less tired overall. What about you? If you've been dealing with sensitive skin body odor that won't go away or fatigue you can't explain, don't overlook your underarms. Give them the same care and attention you'd give to your face or your heart, because they play a quiet but vital role in keeping you well. If this is the first time you've heard about underarm detox and lymphatic care, comment the number 1 below. Let us know you're with us and ready to try something new. And if this was helpful, hit that subscribe button so we can keep sharing these often overlooked tips that make a big difference as you age. Coming up next, we'll talk about a body part that plays a major role in how you breathe, sleep, and even think clearly. It's one that's often forgotten yet affects your health every single day. So don't go anywhere. Part 4. The nose, your natural air filter. Take a deep breath through your nose right now. How does it feel? Clear and easy, or a little tight, maybe dry, or completely blocked? Most of us don't think twice about our nose until it stops working properly. But your nose is so much more than a place to smell the roses. It's your body's first line of defense against the outside world. Every time you inhale, your nose filters out dust, allergens, bacteria, and even viruses, stopping them before they can reach your lungs. It warms and moistens the air you breathe, protects your airway, and helps you sleep soundly. But as we get older, we tend to forget one thing: your nose needs cleaning too. What happens when you ignore it? A neglected nose can lead to more than just sniffles. When mucus builds up and passages stay blocked, it can cause sinus infections, worsened allergies, headaches or facial pressure, dry mouth and sore throat from breathing through the mouth, and even poor sleep quality, which affects everything from your memory to your immune system. If your nose stays congested, it restricts oxygen flow to your brain, leaving you tired, foggy, and sometimes even dizzy. And if you snore or have sleep apnea, keeping your nasal passages clear is even more important. Unfortunately, many people rely too heavily on medicated nasal sprays, but overuse can dry out your tissues, cause rebound congestion, and make the problem worse. Thankfully, there's a simple, safe, and natural solution. How to keep your nose clear naturally. Let's talk about how to care for your nose gently and effectively. 1. Use a saline spray once or twice daily. This is simply a saltwater solution that moistens and clears out dust, pollen, and bacteria. It's safe, gentle, and easy to find at any drugstore. Spray once in each nostril, morning and night. 2. Breathe in steam. You can take a hot shower or carefully lean over a bowl of warm water with a towel over your head. Steam helps loosen mucus and soothes inflamed tissues. 3. Use a humidifier in your bedroom. Dry indoor air, especially in the winter, irritates your nasal passages. Keeping the air moist protects your sinuses and helps you breathe easier at night. 4. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Hydrated tissues produce healthy mucus, which helps trap and flush out invaders. 5. Try a neti pot if needed. This little teapot-shaped tool uses saline to rinse out your sinuses deeply, but always use distilled or previously boiled water, never tap water directly. 6. Avoid irritants. Dust, smoke, and even strong cleaning products can inflame your nose. Use an air purifier or wear a mask when cleaning or gardening. 7. Gently blow your nose one side at a time. Don't force it. Blowing too hard can damage delicate tissues or force mucus into your sinuses. A real story breathing easy again. Michael, 68, from North Carolina, used to wake up every morning with a stuffed nose and dry mouth. He'd been using allergy pills for years and still found himself groggy, congested, and frustrated. "I felt like I was breathing through a straw," he said. "My nose was always clogged and I snored so badly my wife started sleeping in the guest room." A friend at his local senior center recommended something simple: start using a saline spray each morning and evening and run a humidifier at night. Michael gave it a try. Within days, he noticed a change. "I was waking up with a clear nose. I could breathe through both nostrils. Even my snoring got better." 3 weeks later, he wasn't reaching for his allergy meds nearly as often, and his energy. "I just feel lighter," he said, "like I'm finally getting real sleep again." What about you? Your nose protects you more than you know, and caring for it can lead to clearer breathing, deeper sleep, and better focus throughout the day. If this is the first time you've thought about cleaning your nose as part of daily hygiene, comment the number 1 below and let us know you're ready to breathe a little easier. And if you found this tip helpful, be sure to subscribe, because our next section reveals a small body part almost everyone forgets. But cleaning it properly could prevent infections and boost your skin health more than you think. Stick around, you don't want to miss it. Part 5, the belly button, the hidden bacteria trap. Now here's a body part we almost never think about, but it could be affecting your hygiene, your skin, and even your health in surprising ways. Your belly button. Yes, that small, quiet spot right in the center of your body. Most people haven't cleaned it in years, if ever, and yet it's one of the easiest places for bacteria, sweat, and dead skin to collect. You see, your belly button is a warm, enclosed space. It's slightly sunken and dark, moist, and rarely exposed to airflow. That makes it a perfect hiding place for microbes, especially if you're someone who showers daily but doesn't think to clean that one tiny area. Why the belly button deserves more attention. You might wonder, can such a small spot really matter? Absolutely. Left unchecked, your belly button can become home to over 60 different types of bacteria. When dirt, oils, and skin cells build up there, they can lead to persistent body odor that doesn't go away with deodorant, redness and irritation, a mild discharge with an unpleasant smell, fungal or bacterial infections, especially in deeper navels. And for older adults, this isn't just a cosmetic issue. As we age, our skin becomes thinner and less elastic. Wounds heal slower, and even a minor skin irritation can turn into a long-lasting problem. That's why keeping this small but mighty spot clean is one of the most overlooked self-care habits, but one of the easiest to fix. How to clean your belly button properly. It only takes a minute or 2 a day to keep your navel clean and healthy. Here's how to do it the right way. 1. Use a warm, damp washcloth with mild soap. Gently wipe inside the belly button, just like cleaning behind your ears. You don't need to scrub hard. Do this once a day while in the shower or during your normal hygiene routine. 2. Dry thoroughly. After your shower, use a clean, soft towel to gently dry inside the belly button. Leaving it damp can create the perfect environment for bacteria and yeast to grow. 3. Deep clean once a week. Take a cotton swab or pad, dip it in witch hazel or rubbing alcohol and gently wipe inside your navel. This helps remove oils and bacteria that soap and water may miss. Avoid harsh products or anything heavily scented. 4. Be gentle. Always. Never use your fingernail, a sharp object, or even a Q-tip to dig into the area. That can create tiny tears in the skin, opening the door to infection. 5. Watch for warning signs. If you notice persistent redness, swelling, itching, or any discharge with odor, don't ignore it. These can be signs of infection that may need medical attention, especially if you're diabetic or have poor circulation. A real story. A simple fix that changed everything. Margaret, aged 75, had always taken pride in her appearance. She bathed daily, used lotion, and kept her home spotless. But she'd been dealing with something odd for several months, a strange odor she couldn't quite place. I changed my detergent, washed my clothes more, tried new soap, she said, but nothing worked. During a routine doctor's visit, her physician asked a question that caught her off guard. "Have you cleaned your belly button recently?" Margaret laughed. "I didn't know I was supposed to." That day she added one small step to her routine, washing and drying her belly button every morning. Once a week she used witch hazel on a cotton pad to do a deeper clean, and within 2 weeks the odor vanished. But there was something more. My skin felt healthier. I wasn't itching around my waist anymore. I just felt cleaner. She said it was the simplest change with the biggest payoff. Your turn to try it. Here's the thing, self-care isn't always about the big stuff. Sometimes it's about the small places we forget, the hidden spots that deserve attention too. Your belly button may not be the most glamorous part of your body, but taking care of it can help you stay clean, confident, and infection-free as you age. If you've never thought about cleaning your belly button before, comment the number 1 below and let us know you're ready to try something new. And if this helped you in any way, please subscribe for more easy health tips designed for your everyday life. Coming up next, we'll wrap things up and share a powerful reminder about the hidden habits that keep you strong, balanced, and independent as you grow older. So stay with us. This next part ties it all together. So let's take a moment to look back at what we've learned today. 5 small parts of the body often ignored, yet deeply connected to your health. Your tongue, not just for taste, but a hidden hub for bacteria that can affect your heart and digestion. Your feet. The foundation of your balance and mobility, when they hurt, everything slows down. Your armpits, home to vital lymph nodes responsible for detox and immune support. Your nose, your first defense against illness, essential for breathing and sleep quality. And your belly button, a warm, hidden space where bacteria can thrive if left unclean. These are more than just hygiene tips. They are acts of self-respect, ways to protect your body, your energy, and your independence, especially as you age. Because cleanliness isn't just about looking or feeling fresh. It's about safeguarding your health, your comfort, and your ability to live life on your terms. So now we want to hear from you. Which body part surprised you the most today? Leave a comment below. We read every single one. If you learned something new, give this video a like to support more content like this. And don't forget to subscribe for practical health tips made for your season of life. Take care of yourself, and remember, it's the small habits that often lead to the biggest changes.